Good morning to our dearest professors and panelists. We are the Group 7 of BSCE4I, and we are here to present to you our research proposal entitled A Proposed Design, Rehabilitation of Arnedo Dike in Apalit, Pampanga. I am Xavier John De Young. Together with me are my fellow researchers, Grace De La Cruz, Kent Evangelista, Julius Gonzalez, Sebastian Lacyan, Renz Leasing, and Gad Mercado. A natural disaster is an event caused by a natural hazard that can cause extensive destruction. This may result to serious disruptions like loss of life and damages to personal properties and infrastructures. One of the most frequent types of natural disaster is flooding, wherein an overflow of water submerges land, mainly caused by heavy rainfall or a storm surge from a tropical cyclone or tsunami in coastal areas. Almost 8 years ago, a part of Arnedo Dike in Apalit, Pampanga collapsed. This marked the first unfortunate event that brought fear to the residents living alongside the Pampanga River.
Gumuho ang isang bahagi ng Arnedo Dike sa Apalit, Pampanga. Ayon sa ilang residente, naglalakad sila sa ibabaw ng dike nang bigla itong gumuho kagabi. Wala namang nasugatan sa insidente. Isinisisi ngayon ang pagguho ng dike sa pagtitipid umano sa ginamit na materyales para sa pundasyon ng dike at ang isinagawang repropping sa tabi nito. Pinangangambahan ngayon ng mga residente ang paglala ng sira sa dike oras na magkaroon ng malakas na pag-ulan. Nawala naman ng supply ng tubig ang mga residente dahil sa pagguho ng dike. Nadamay kasi nito ang ilang tubo ng water district. Pinag-aaralan ngayon kung kailangan ilikas sa mga residente malapit sa dike.
Few months after, a portion of Arnedo Dike that is situated at the Barangay San Vicente, Apalit, Pampanga, collapsed again during the ongoing reconstruction executed by the DPWH.
Muling gumuho kaninang tanghali ang isang bahagi ng Arnedo Dike sa Apalit, Pampanga. Mula sa iba't ibang panig ng bansa, ito ang balita.
Muling gumuho ang bahagi ng Arnedo Dike na ito dito sa Apalit, Pampanga nito lamang nakaraang linggo. Kaya naman dahil dito, doble pangamba ang nararamdaman ngayon ng nasa 2,000 residente na nakatira malapit dito. Ito na ang pangalawang pagkakataon na gumuho ang isang bahagi ng Arnedo Dike sa Sitio Alauli sa Barangay San Vicente, Apalit, Pampanga. Una itong gumuho nito lamang nakaraang buwan ng Hulyo at naulit ang pagguho nitong nakaraang linggo. Ayon sa mga residente, patapos na ang reconstruction sa naturang dike ng DPWH nang bigla na lamang itong bumigay pasado alas 12 ng tanghali. Dahil sa pangyayari, dobling pangamba ang nararamdaman ngayon ng may 2,000 residente na nakatira malapit sa lugar.
After the incident happened, the temporary solution made by the authorities was to embank the collapsed portion with soil, rock, and crushed paving materials without any concrete covering against the river.
A news publication entitled Goodbye Arnedo Dike by Capstone. This news is all about the 74-years-old Arnedo Dike is beyond repair. According to Governor Pineda, admitted that her administration has virtually given up on the closer repair work on the historic structure and for compelling reasons. The deteriorating dike has become vulnerable to the periodic extreme weather conditions. Its protective capacity is now compromised and generally inefficient. According to Mrs. Pineda, it is impractical and useless to continue sustaining the expensive and ineffective repair work. She agrees to a long-term solution to the regular and devastating flooding along the 17-kilometer stretch on the weakening dike. The DPWH has proposed the creation of 21,000 hectares ring dike in Candaba to serve a giant basin with a dam to control the storage of water.
36-kilometer Arnedo Dike, extending from Suliban, Apalit to Kupang Arayat, Pampanga, was built in 1940 and is the first line of defense when the Pampanga River overflows. According to Director Antonio Molano Jr., the Arnedo Dike is 4 meters high. This study will be conducted in Apalit, Pampanga, Philippines, located at 14,900,494 degrees north and 120,7,588 degrees east of Central Luzon. The municipality of Apalit is divided into 12 barangays. However, the Arnedo Dike only lies on the 7 barangays, namely Kansinala, Kapalangan, San Juan, San Vicente, Sukad, Sulipan, and Tabuyok.
Objective of the study. This study aims to propose a new design suitable for Arnedo Dike in Apalit, Pampanga. Specifically, the study aims for the following objective. First, to provide the hydrological design of the dike. Second, to identify the geotechnical data of the dike. And lastly, to provide a hydraulic and structural design for the dike.
Significance of the study. The result of this study will be beneficial to the following individuals. The community, by managing or directing the flow of water to prevent towns from flooding. The proposed study will greatly benefit residents living along the Arnedo Dike. Moreover, reduced flooding risks on the landward side may also protect vegetation in the nearby communities. Agency. This study will provide preliminary solutions to existing dike failures by applying the proposed design. Additionally, agencies can use it as a blueprint for future dike and levees. Nation. Reducing the risk of flooding by implementing the proposed design will considerably decrease the incidence of agricultural lands being flooded, which can have a negative impact on the Philippines economy. Furthermore, maintaining the health of rich soil can have a substantial effect on economic development. Researchers. This study is beneficial to researchers as it expands their expertise and interest in quantitative research, such as in discovering, creating, designing an anti-flood structure that will eventually improve Filipinos' quality of life. For future researchers, this study will pique and deepen their interest in performing research on anti-flood structures by investigating new undiscovered circumstances that might be improved and maintained. The findings of this study may be useful to the future researchers looking into the important impact of the proposed design of Arnedo Dike.
Method. This chapter discusses the methods and procedures for conducting the study. It includes the data collection, geotechnical investigation, hydrologic design, hydraulic and structural design, and estimation. The first one is the data collection. Consent to conduct the study will be sought from officials of Don Honorio Ventura State University. Also, permission to conduct the research undertaking will be sought from officials where the area is situated as well as the government agency that covered the study. After the approval has been granted, data collection will start. The study will acquire necessary data from the municipality of Apalit, Pampanga, which is divided into 12 barangays. However, Arnedo Dike only lies on the 7 barangays, namely Kasinla, Kapalangan, San Juan, San Vicente, Sukad, Sulipan, and Tabuyok. Also, there will be data gathered from a government agency, particularly the Department of Public Works and Highways. The collected information will be utilized for creating a new design for the Arnedo Dike. The second one is the geotechnical investigation. This study will determine the dimension of the dike, such as the maximum height, total length, and the maximum depth of the water in the Pampanga River flowing around the Arnedo Dike. Furthermore, the study will collect soil samples from around the Arnedo Dike, and it will be identify each soil type using the book entitled Principles of Foundation Engineering, authored by Braha M. Das, will assist the researchers in determining the type of soil. Eventually, after collecting the above-mentioned information, this will conduct proper leveling to determine the elevation of ground surface necessary for the concept of the design.
Hydrologic design. This part of the study will determine the design flood to represent values of flood levels. This will be necessary for the volume used in sizing the structures or for delineation of flood zones. Also, it will support the design of flood control structures to evaluate flood risk in the area. Fourth, hydraulic and structural design. After gathering all the essential data, the study will produce a layout for designing the rehabilitation of Arnedo Dike using structural engineering software, particularly ProtaStructure. This software is utilized with advanced integrated features, including 3D finite element analysis, stage construction, and seismic design, foundations, and punching shear checks to model, analyze, and design the dike instantly. At last, estimation. This study will estimate the total cost of the labor and materials such as reinforcement bars, sand, gravel, sulfate, resisting cement, high early strength concrete. This estimation will be used in assessing the overall cost of the rehabilitation of the Arnedo dike.
Again, we are the Group 7 of BSCE4I, and our group believes that the capacity to learn is a gift, the ability to learn is a skill, and the willingness to learn is a choice by Brian Herbert. Thank you for listening.